Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Voice, and this is a continuation of my astrological series of the rising signs. Now, my astrological perspective is that of the esoteric or the spiritual. I like to discuss how these archetypes or these placements play into the evolution of the soul, what your soul is trying to learn through understanding these archetypes, and how you can make the most out of it. Okay, so today's video is about Virgo rising. So if you have Virgo rising, be sure to stay tuned. If you're learning about a Virgo rising, be sure to stay tuned. Okay. So from my perspective, our sun sign is the mission. Okay. It's the theme that we are here to illuminate. Our rising sign is our soul and what our soul wants to give back to this world or to this incarnation, okay, and how it's like the lens for our sun to shine through, okay. So this is the car for our mission, okay. This is how our mission is being carried out, okay. And then our moon is the energetic conduit for that mission. It's how we fuel and add passion to and energy to the mission, okay. So the soul expression of Virgo rising is to master the moment. Okay. Virgos are the practical mystics. They are the scientists. And as a Virgo rising, you are here to take on life and perfect or efficiently take on life through trial and error, through experimentation, through figuring out what works, through I tried this, it didn't work. Okay, let me adjust the variables and try something else. Okay. As a Virgo rising, you cannot be afraid of making mistakes or fear of failure, because the mistakes or the errors you make help you get closer toward efficiency, deeper understanding, and perfecting of the self or the cause or whatever you are devoted to, whatever you are here to improve. Once again, look at your sun sign. It is through trial and error that you are learning how to do this, okay? And so what can get in the way of a Virgo rising? Embodying their maximum efficient earth god or goddess energy is the conditioning from life or from their experience that they are inadequate or not good enough or imperfect, okay? And Virgo risings can be very critical of themselves as a result can be critical of others, okay? Because if they're always judged, however you speak to yourself is how the world is going to speak to you. So if you were taught to be overly critical, constantly judging yourself, trying to live up to these impossible standards of perfection, whether they're your standards or somebody else's standards, okay? Virgo rising can be very nitpicky, okay? The positive of that is that they're able to analyze things and remove what is not serving the cause or what is not serving the purpose or the person, okay? But the challenge is to also recognize the good and how even in its imperfect state, no matter what it is you're observing, even in its imperfect state, it's still beautiful. Okay, so even though we are all a work in progress, we are all learning, we're all still growing, you are still beautiful and perfect as you are, as well as having room to improve. Okay, so a lot of Virgo risings grew up with this expectation or with the expectation of perfectionism being placed on them in some way, shape, or form. Their intelligence was constantly tested, or they were expected to know or have the answers in a lot of ways. And so Virgo risings value your intelligence, you value your ability to know. And with that, Virgo risings love to be of service. Okay, they love to help, and that's your knowingness. You like to use your knowingness to bridge the gap in communication, to help to help the betterment of a cause, to support, to be devoted to. Virgo rising is like, how can I be of service? How can I improve something? How can I make it better? Okay. Now, if you're a Virgo rising and you're watching this and you don't necessarily feel that devotion, ask yourself, are you someone who is judgmental, looks at things with a judgmental lens in terms of this is right or wrong, or they need to do this or do that? Or are you someone who looks at problems or people or situations objectively, with the understanding that they are beautiful as they are, but how can I help facilitate something better? Okay. Or how can I bring out more of the good qualities of this thing? Okay. And when you can look at something objectively, okay, you can see the bigger picture. You can see all the moving parts. You can see all the variables. And it expands your perspective. Looking at something objectively with the intent to understand is a reflection of love, okay? The opposite of that is looking at something with the intent to judge, okay? And judgment is fear. Judgment is saying, this is right, or this is right or wrong, or, I'm better than you at this, or it's putting something down instead of lifting something up to make you feel better about yourself, okay? And Virgo risings, they have, beware of intellectual arrogance. Hold on just a second. My alarm system is going off. Thank you, Nike. Thank you. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're messing up my video. Hush. Thank you. So, the tests for Virgo rising are working outside of your illusion of what perfection is and just having the desire to be the best in the moment. Give your best right now, okay? Give your best every day or every time you are interacting with this. Just do your best and understand that your best is good enough, okay? Be intentional with your work. Set intentions. So for example, you if you're, trying to ace a test, you can set the intention for, during this test, my knowledge and information will come to me. I will do the best I possibly can on this test, and it will be reflected in my grade, okay? So just setting the intention for what you want to experience, releasing the need to control the outcome or how it's going to come about, and be flexible in the moment, okay? Virgo energy is mutable. So this means it has to learn how to adapt and go with the flow. It knows how to move and shake with the ebbs and the flows. And if you hold on to how you think things should be, it's going to make it more difficult for you to move and shake, for you to flow, because you're stuck in this ideal of should instead of making the best of what it is, okay? Virgo rising motto is, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. I'm going to be the best I can be, okay? I'm going to do my best. I'm going to add my best to the equation. Whatever happens after that, it's above me, okay? So really learn how to release your attachment to outcomes or situations or people, and just as you go along, make improvements, gradually make improvements, okay? And also admire the beauty of the journey and where you are right now, okay? And also Virgo risings can be paralyzed through the fear of messing up or not even starting something new or doing something because they're like, well, I might not be good at it starting off or initially, so I just don't even want to embarrass myself or look crazy or silly trying to do this. And that's the quickest way for a Virgo rising to stay stuck, is to be worried about other people's perceptions of you trying something new, or for example, the student the master has to first be the student, okay? So you first have to be ignorant to even get to the stage of wisdom or knowingness, okay? So know that your intellectual outlook on life will allow you to teach yourself anything. Virgo risings can teach themselves anything, can learn anything, can understand concepts at the deepest level because of the way you analyze and pick it apart, okay? And then put the whole big picture back together, okay? So trust in your ability to learn, to improve, okay? Know that where you start is not where you're going to end up, okay? And learn to enjoy the journey. Learn to enjoy the experiment, okay, of that is life, okay? So the embodiment of the highest vibration of Virgo, okay? Be objectively present, okay? Once again, life is trial and error. Okay, perfection is an illusion, and its improvement is gradual. It's not instant. Okay. Decluttering is your friend. Decluttering of the mind. Okay. Decluttering of your space. Being organized, and I know some Virgo risings that aren't. Their organization system works for them. In other words, they know where everything is at. Okay, so continuously take inventory of your inner space as well as your outer space. Okay. Understand that love is understanding, judgment is fear. Okay. And what you project is what you receive. So if you project understanding and patience and tolerance, you in turn will receive understanding, patience, and tolerance. Okay, so resist that urge to be judgmental as a defense mechanism, or overly critical to make yourself feel better. Okay, give grace so that you can receive grace. Okay, give support and give love, and the universe will give you back the same. Okay, yeah. So I believe that is it for this Virgo rising video. If this video resonated with you, be sure to give it a like and a thumbs up, and be sure to comment your experience as a Virgo rising. So talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.